Hello and welcome to day 10 of Hackvent calendar. Today we bring you Alas Babylon by Pat Frank. This edition that you see in front of you is the first edition hardback, which was published by Constable and Co. in 1959. I'll let you read the blurb on the back. Well, I think the title speaks for itself. It's about nuclear war. And the two main characters are Randy Bragg, who is throughout the novel, and Mark Bragg. See, here are my crib notes. I usually write a few little jots down so that I can give you a better understanding of the book. I think that this is probably one of the most seminal pieces of nuclear war literature that there is out there. However, it's also a very safe version of nuclear war. Maybe it's the 1950s. I've always kind of said this about everywhere from the 1950s to the 1960s. They do tend to do very safe nuclear war, end of the world disaster novels. The family usually stays intact, everybody surviving, and it's often a bit of a head scratcher sometimes as to how on earth everyone survives. Or do they? I'm not wanting to spoil this if you haven't read this book. I'm kind of thinking that if you're American, you may have read this in school and studied it in your school, but over here in this country, in the United Kingdom, no, it's not part of our list of literature, although I wish it was, because I would have loved to have read this when I was at school. Excuse me, I'm still battling this cold. We are based in Fort Repose in Florida. They are the last men standing. Last women, men, children, cats and dogs, whatever else happens to be around. Fort Repose in Florida is alive. And amazingly, not suffering too badly with radiation sickness, which you would have thought that they would be. But no, things still seem to be in Technicolor over there. With the ability to make soap. I know, it just seems a strange thing to be capable of making, yet that is brought up in the novel, which is very strange. You'd think that they would be worrying about other things, like food, maybe water, shelter perhaps, but soap seems to be there as well. Very strangely. Anyway, I suppose we have to keep clean even in nuclear war, right? Excuse me. Gosh, I can't get rid of this cold. Gosh, it deals with everything from race, religion, politics, survival, medical issues. Did I mention religion? It also mentions that quite a bit. If you're an atheist before the nuclear war, I'm pretty sure you'll be a Christian when you're finished, or whatever religion you choose to take. Excuse me. I love the lady, Florence Webcheck. She is a stalwart in a crazy increasingly crazy world that we live in. I feel so sad and so sickened for so many people who, by no fault of their own, suffer so very much through this book. I often think if politicians had to fight wars, we wouldn't actually have them. If we made them physically go out and fight with the other country, I don't think we would actually have wars. But that's just my opinion. I hope you give Alas Babylon a try. It's a titan of a book. It is a cautionary tale, and no one should have to press the red button. Nothing is so bad that we have to destroy ourselves over. I absolutely love this book. I think the artwork is amazing. I think the content of the novel is, the words I wish I could use. It's a seminal piece of work, and it should be in the top 100 books that you should read before you die. Happy readings, darlings, and enjoy.